Hello gang, Merlington on the mic, here with another video. Today we will talk about Smoker, the black leader. This is a leader from the OP09, and what this leader does is when you attach one don to this leader once per turn, you can give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 to their cost during this turn, and then if there is a character with a cost of 0 in play, this leader gains plus 1000 power during the whole turn. And this is activate main, this ability. So that means that you can attach the don to this leader and activate this ability whenever you want to. He wasn't that strong until he gained support from the latest starter decks, and the best card that he has now and can use is the middle one that you see here is TCG. But let's talk about the starting hand. So what you search, what you want to see in your starting hand. And if you don't have one of these cards or a combination of these cards, if I were you, I would mulligan and search these cards. So the first one is Sengoku. Sengoku is a 1k counter, 1 cost. On play, you may trust 2 black navy type cards from your hand. If your leader has a navy type, throw 3 cards. So what this card does is you start building your trust for Moria or Rebecca, for example, and then you trust 2 cards and you draw 3. So you draw +1 card. It's a great card. The best card by far in this deck is TCG. TCG has the on play, if your leader is Smoker, give up to one of your opponent characters -4 cost for this turn, and then has also an activate main once per turn. If you play this character, if you have played this character this turn, then you can KO an opponent character of 0, and this is activate main. What activate main means is that you have a strong card against also Blackbeard, because remember, Blackbeard negates your own play effects, but not the activate main ones. So if you have, for example, let's say one Ice Age in your hand, then you can do -5 to a Jesus and trust him with this activate main, because again, it's not KO, it's trust. So you can trust characters that cannot be KO'd. And of course, Moria, you know Moria, this is a broken card for 8 ton. You play Gecko into Rebecca, into something else, and then one more rested, and then this rested card brings you another card. So you know the whole chain. Let's talk about the dons first, and then we will go to the curve. What you should do when you play first, what you should do when you play second, when you go second. So in general, when you're at 1 to 3 don, you want to play your Sengoku to build up your trust and throw cards, and also establish a body in the field. You also want to play your Branyu to search 3 cards, and again you grab one navy card, and then you trust the remaining cards and keep building your trust. When you're on the mid game, so let's say 4 to 5 don, you're gonna play your Kuzan to draw a card and then be able to do a -4 to a character. You want to play your Borsalino that cannot be KO'd by effects and is a 6k body when he's defending. You can also play your Rebecca into something else if you don't have any other card to play. At 5, You can play TCG if you have, let's say, if you play against Toffee, for example, who plays only 4-cost characters, or almost only 4-cost characters, then you can play TCG on curve. If you go fast, of course, and then KO or not KO, so trash one of his 4-cost characters. Or if you don't have a TCG, you can also play Sabo to recycle your hand and also defend every single character of yours and buff them with cannot be KO'd by effects for the next turn. Or you can also do another combination. Let's say that you can use a Tsuru or an Ice Age to do a -2 or a -5 to a character and then KO this character by using Brook or Kobe. So the pre-finisher, when you are at 6 or 7 dawn, we have Sakazuki, which is a great card in this meta. It's a great card because most of the decks play characters that are, let's say, around 5, or you can reduce it with a Tsuru. If it's a 7 cost, you can reduce it with a Tsuru. If it is a 9 or a 10 cost, you can reduce it with an Ice Age and then KO this card. So Sakazuki to KO, and then you have the possibilities are endless. So you can do many things here in 6 to 7 dawn. So you can go, let's say, Rebecca into Hina. So this is if you're at 7 dawn, let's say Rebecca into Hina. So you do a -4 to the character. You establish one blocker, and then you KO something by using the remaining 3 dawns with your Brook or with your Kobe, or something like that. So, or like I said before, you can, if you're at 7 dawn, you can use your Ice Age or your Tsuru to do a minus to the character and play Sakazuki, or you can also attach 1 dawn to your leader, do a -1, KO something with Sakazuki, or if you are at 6 dawn, you can KO directly something with Sakazuki, or use your reducers here in combination with Brook or Kobe, KO something and then attach the rest of your dawns to your leader. Or you can go defensive, play one Rebecca, grab one 2k, for example, from your trash, and then attach the remaining dawns to your leader. So like I said, here in this range you have many possibilities with this deck. So let's see the combination, the best combinations. Use your Rebecca to pitch a 2k counter like the T-Bone or TCG, or you can also use your Rebecca, for example, to grab a Borsalino from the trash, a Sabo, a TCG. This should be your main targets for Rebecca. And of course the combination with Gecko, you play Gecko, and it depends on the situation. Normally you want to play Rebecca and combine it with, let's say, a Tsuru. With Tsuru you do -2 to a character, and then you play from Rebecca Kobe, and you can KO, for example, a 5 cost character, or you can also play Brook and KO characters, or if you don't have any Tsuru, you can play Branu to draw something, Rebecca into, if you don't want any of these two, you can just grab a 2k and play something else from your hand. Let's say that you have a Hina or something like that, or if you don't have a Rebecca in your trash, you can also play as 4 cost a Kuzan to draw a card and have this great character in your field that can reduce that can do a -4 to your opponents, or even Borsalino to go even more defensive, and then Branu to draw a card. So like I said, Moria is a broken card. Here I write Helmepo, but it's not Helmepo. So Rebecca, so Gecko, Rebecca into Brook or Kobe, and then Branu. Here we have also Borsalino and Kuzan. You also need to manage your trash. You need cards such Tsuru there to combine it with your Gecko Moria. You need your Brook there, you need your Kobe, your Hina, Rebecca. You also need a Branu, for example, there. It can also be positive, and you can also play it with your Gecko. You also need Kuzan and Borsalino there, so mind your trust. To defend yourself, you have 3 blockers, 3 type of blockers. You have Sabo, you have Rebecca, and you also have Borsalino. And the 2Ks, you have 2 T-Bones, you have 4 Tassigis, you have 4 Churus, you have more than enough to defend yourself. The finisher in this deck is the Gecko Moria. So you want to see your Gecko Morias. You don't have any other, let's say, big finisher, big boss. This is your big boss. But as you can see here, you can play many characters in the mid game, and you can flood the board like other decks. For example, like Purple Luffy or like Blue Doffy. Let's talk about the curve. If you go first, so this deck, I would say, has no problem by going first or going second. So of course, if you go second, it's better for your curve. You can play, for example, Moria on curve, and this is awesome if you manage to do that. But if you have a node curve, you can play Tasigi on curve, which is also really powerful, especially in matches like against Doffy. So if you go first, with 1 Don you can play your Sengoku and start building your trust, and also draw a card. On your 3 Dons you can play Branu, attach 1 Don to your leader and attack, or if you want so badly to KO let's say a 3 cost character of your opponent, or a 1 cost or a 2 cost character of your opponent, then you can also play Brook or Kobe. On your 5 Don curve, best case scenario, you can play, if your opponent has something that you need to remove, a Tasigi, or you can also combine your removals like Tsuru, like Ice Age with Brook and Kobe to KO something, or you can also play more defensively by playing Sabo to recycle your hand, or by playing Kuzan plus 1 Don to your attach 1 Don to your leader, or Borsalino plus attach 1 Don to your leader, or even Rebecca. And if you are on 5 Don, for example, you can also do minus 5k to a character, or minus 2 cost to a character, then use your Rebecca. And if you have, let's say, a Kobe or a Brook, you can KO something with this combination also. And exactly the same game is also on your 7 Don curve. So you play with these cards in your 5 and 7 Don turn. On your 9 and 10 Don, it's time to play Moria. So your best card is Moria. You can play Moria. Grab something. The combination that we talked about it before in the field, and you can flood the field with characters and a huge body like Moria. If you don't have Moria, you can still do the same like in your 5 and 7 Don and play these characters here. So if you go second, you probably wanna play Branu, for example, when you are at 2 Don, or if you don't have any Branu and you have a Sengoku, you can play your Sengoku. If you don't have any of these cards, any of these 2 cards, you can pass. On your 4 Don, you can play either Kuzan or Borsalino, depends on if you want to go offensively or defensively. And if you have let's say a Kobe or a Brook in your hand, and also a Reducer, and you want to KO something from your opponent that badly on your second turn, You can also do that. You can reduce this character with one reducer, then play your no, wait a minute. No, Rebecca. You can reduce it with one of these two, and then play either Brook or Kobe and KO it. On your 6th turn, you either play one reducer and TCG, or you play a reducer and these two. So you just combine these cards. You can also play Hina and Brook, Hina and Kobe to KO something, or you can just play your Kuzan or your Borsalino and attach 2 dons to your leader. So you just play with these cards around your 4 and 6 turn. At 8 don, best case scenario, you play your Moria and you have something on your trust that you can use, and on your 10 don, exactly the same. If you don't have Moria, you play with these cards here and do your combinations. So let's see the deck list in the sim. This is the deck list. This is the leader. This is the alt art of the leader. Like I said before, you attach 1 don to him and you activate main. That means once per turn you can do that, and this leader takes if there is a character of the opponent with 0 cost in the play, then this leader gets plus 1000 power. And in order to do that, you can also when you attach this 1 don, you can also do give a -1 cost to your opponent characters. That means that if you attach 1 don to your leader and your opponent has let's say a character of 1 cost in play, you reduce this 1 cost to 0, and your leader becomes automatically a 7k leader for this turn. So with the investment of only 1 don. So for Brook is like a great card to KO things, because it is on play and also when attacking. So when he's on field, the opponent wants to KO this card that badly, so it acts also like a pseudo blocker. T-Bone, it's a 2k. Kuzan, it's great. It's a great card, especially if you play him on curve. If you can play him on curve, because you draw a card, so you take instant value of this card, and then when attacking, you give -4 cost to the character to an opponent's character. Kobe is also a great card in my opinion, because it costs only 3. You can combine it with Rebecca, and you can, and of course, Moria into Rebecca into Kobe, and you can KO a character with 3 or less, which is great. Sakazuki is also great, especially in a meta where you have opponents like Purple Luffy or Don Flamingo, or even Shanks, because he can KO 5 cost or less, and is a 7k body. Tsuryu 2k also -2 cost the character, and can be used also with Moria. Great card. Borsalino, one of the best defenders in the game, because he cannot be KO'd by effects, and on your opponent's turn he's a 6k body, 6k blocker. Brand new, we explained about this card. You just search the top 3 cards on your deck, you grab a navy card, and the rest you trust them. Sabo, also one of the best cards in the game. It's a blocker, 5/6 body. You also get to recycle 2 cards of your hand, and for the next turn, none of your characters can be KO'd by effects. Rebecca, also broken card. You return 1 black character except Rebecca with a cost of 3 to 7 from the trust in your hand. So you play the card, you grab 1 card 3 to 7 from your trust. So you return 1 card to your trust. This can be a 2k, this can be a character that you need, and then you get to play for free 1 character cost 3 or less on the field. So Moria, a broken card. Yeah, you play Moria for only 8 turn, and then you get to play a 4-cost character and a 2-cost character. Of course, you play Gecko into Rebecca, into something else, and Rebecca grabs 1 card and can also play 1 card for free. TCG, a 2K, and you can also use here because it's activate main, and you can give -2 cost to an opponent. Hina can be combined with Rebecca, or you can also play it standalone. Gives -4 on play to an opponent. Sengoku, like we said before, you may trust 2 black navy cards, and then you draw 3 cards. So you build up your trust for Gecko Moria, and you get to draw an extra card. TCG, by far the best card in the deck if we don't say anything about the broken card Moria, because on play gives -4 to an opponent, and then you get to trust by activate main. Again, it's crazy against Blackbeard, an opponent that has a cost of 0. And Ice Age is an event that we can play for only 1 turn and gives -5 cost during this turn to an opponent character. So this is the deck list. I tried this. I also tried other deck lists, to be honest, and I find this one the most consistent of all. So we can also check some games. We will start with Sank's game. Double speed. So let's go. We choose to go second. We choose to go second for many reasons. One of them is that we want to play if we get to our Moria on curve, and we don't him to play his Sanks on curve. We have a brand new. This is also great when you go second, because we can play our brand new, we can search, we can grab a Sengoku here, build up our trust. Then he attacks us. We take, we drop our Tsuru because we need our Tsuru for our Moria, and we want to stay healthy for the moment. And we have cards to play, so we don't care. So we play 2 brand news. We grab 2 cards, and then we attack for 7 with our leader. And we have now 1 Ice Age, we have 2 TCGs, we have a Brook, we have a Rebecca, we have a really great hand against any deck, to be honest. The only thing that we miss here is Moria. What he does here is he uses his event to KO one of our Branius and defend this attack. And then he attacks us with 5. He has now 5 done. Yeah, I was gonna say when he has 5 done and we got a let's say 2-cost character in the field, the best thing to do for Sanks is to play his Marco if he has one, and then he KOs for free our character. And Marco is also a card that is really hard to be removed from the field, but not for us, because check what we can do here. We can play our TCG, we give a -4, then we attach one don to our leader. We use the leader's ability, do it, give it -1 cost, then we get plus 1000 to our leader. We get to KO, not KO, to trust this Marco, so the opponent can't do anything about it. He can't use the KO effect of Marco. You can see it on the right side of the screen. And then we also get to attack him for a 7k. So of course he uses his leader ability, and the 7k turns into 6k. But we removed his body, we established the body, and we have also attacked him. So now he's on his 7th dawn. If he's lucky enough, then he will play a Beckman to remove my TCG, and this is exactly what he does. So he attacks us with his leader. We take because we want to see some more cards, and we are now also at 8 dawn, I believe, and we don't have any Moria, but Beckman is a 7 cost. So we drop a Tsuru, do a -2, we drop a TCG, a -4, then we do exactly the same. We attach the rest stones to our leader, we give -1 from our leader to Beckman, and then we get to trust this second Beckman with our second TCG, and also attack with 8k to the Suns. This is how powerful this deck is. He's at 9 dawn. We're good because he's not at his 10 dawn and he can't play Sanks yet. And a third Beckman. He has, so this guy played 3 Beckman back to back. And okay, I won't say anything because we played 2 TCGs back to back. But now we have to deal with this Beckman, and this is exactly what we will do. We will do a nice age, then we will attach 1 dawn to our leader. We'll do -1, and then we get to play our Rebecca. We grab 1 TCG from our trash, and then we play Brook and KO this Beckman. And we get also to play 1 Kuzan, draw 1 card, and now we got Paddies on the field. We are still healthy, and we grabbed our TCG back from the graveyard with Rebecca. So everything goes according to the plan. Now he plays a Rayleigh, so he has all the monsters of his deck. He KOs our Rebecca, he attacks our Brook, but not our Kuzan, and he leaves 2 dawn open. So now we want to get rid of this Rayleigh also. He's now at 4 cards, and slowly but steadily he's going out of cards. So we attach 2 dawns to our Kuzan to make him use his leader's ability, and he does that, I believe, if I remember correctly. And parallel, we give a -4 to this Rayleigh. Then we play our Sakazuki, we KO this Rayleigh, and then we attach 1 dawn to our leader, and we attack him with 6k, which he defends with the event, and he KOs for free our Kuzan with this event. Now we still got a body on the field. He's on 10 dawn. We're still healthy at 3 life. Of course, he plays now as Sanks. Of course, we didn't draw any Gecko yet, but you can see here how strong this deck is, even without Moria. Even if you don't draw any Moria, this deck is still pretty strong. So he uses his Sanks, he attacks us with 5, so we counter with Brook. We can afford to take only 1 damage from these Sanks, and now we draw another TCG. Of course, we will play our Ice Age, do a -5 to this Sanks. Then and then do the same thing. TCG -4. Then we attach 1 dawn to our leader, -10. We trust these Sanks with TCG, and then we attack with Sakazuki, 7k. He takes. We attack with 10k. We want to reduce his life. Now he's at 2 life. We are at 2 life, and we have 1 more TCG. We got another blocker. So this is a really intense match. But you can see how Smoker can go against even the best meta decks here. And as you can see, this Sanks has played 3 Beckmans, Rayleigh, Sanks, and we could always find the solution about this, let's say, problems. So he attaches many dawns 6 stones. He wants to destroy our Sakazuki, and then he plays our rooks. And for one more time, how strong TCG is. How strong TCG is, because Lucky Rooks, what he does is on KO, he destroys one character of yours with 6k, but TCG trusts the character. So what we do is we play TCG -4, we attach one Don to our leader so that he gets buffed. We trust Rooks, then we play Rebecca because we need another blocker, and then you know what, I was like, you know what, I will play my Kobe as well because I need bodies, and you, my friend, got to deal with so many bodies. So we attack with TCG, and then again, of course, with our leader, 6k and 7k. He takes on life and he counters the other one. He's now at 5 cards, 1 life. We are at 2 life, still healthy. We have two 2Ks in our hand and a blocker and many bodies. Then he plays another rally. He destroys our Rebecca. He destroys our second TCG. The other TCG of ours has a -2. And I was like, okay, you know what? You have only 5 cards. We have only 2Ks now. I will try to go for game. And we will see what will happen here. Because whatever he does, even if he plays on his next turn, let's say a Shanks, we can defend that. Even if he plays a dragon, we can defend that. So we will try to either kill him or drain him out of cards in this turn. And we attack with TCG, we attack with Kobe, and then of course we get the game. So like I said, this was a really intense game. Let's see another one. This is against Toffee. If I remember correctly, this was also an intense game. So he wins the dice. He goes first. He goes second. We go first. So he plays his Sengoku. Unfortunately, we don't have anything here to play. So we are 3 down. And I was like, okay, you know what? I will attack you and I will establish a body because I need bodies. I need at least some bodies here. We got our Kuzan, we got our Gecko Moria. Of course, this is so annoying. Every time Toffee plays this combination with low, and he bounces back our characters. Now we are at 5 down, and the opponent has 2 bodies. We need to deal with these bodies. We need to do something about them. We don't want him to have a board full of bodies, so we attach one Don to our leader in order to be able to give -1 to one of these 4 costs, and then we play Rebecca into Kobe. We trust our Hina because we want to build up our trust, and then we KO his Jimby. Now we got a Kobe on the field, we got Rebecca, so a blocker, and we got our leader. Excuse me. He attacks our Kobe, we can let him have it. He attacks our leader. I was like, okay, I will take it because I need cards, and we are still healthy, and I got a blocker, so I don't really care. And then he plays another Sengoku. He draws a Boa Hancock and then a Jimby in the Weevil. He draws another card, so it's the scary things that Toffee does. Floods the board, and you are overwhelmed with when you see your opponent who has so many bodies and so many cards in his hand. So it's really scary. It's really scary, and most of the times Toffee is at 5 life or so. So what we do here is we KO, if I remember correctly, his Weevil because we are at 7 down. Exactly, we KO his Weevil, and then we attach one Don to our leader. Then, if you remember correctly, I told you that also in while I was explaining the guide. So if the opponent has an 1-cost character in the field, if you attach 1 Don to your leader, you will be always a 7k leader. So this is exactly what I do here. I give -1 to Sengoku, and then I throw a 7k swing to low. So he has now 2 5k characters and his leader, but we are still healthy. We got a big body on the field, and the blocker, he returned, of course, the blocker in our hands. 5k, we defend it with Rebecca because we need Rebecca to use it to grab it with our Moria, and we defend all of his hits. We don't want to take any damage here. Then we are at 9 Dawn. When you are at 9 Dawn and with an Ice Age, it's great because you have Ice Age, you have Moria, you have Rebecca on the Trust, and you can do some sweet combinations here. So I check my Trust to be sure. I do a -5 to his Gecko Moria. Then I play Gecko Moria into Rebecca, into Branu. I draw something with Branu. Then I play Kobe. I trust my Kuzan, and then I KO one of his characters. Then I attack him with my Sakazuki. I attack him with my leader. And this is the thing that he wanted to save his characters, but now he has only 4 cards left. We have a blocker and we have 3k counter, and we also have a full body. So like I also said before, this deck is also a deck that can flood the field easily. So we block the first hit, we take the second, we block everything else that we can. We want to stay at least 1 life. This is our goal, because if he has Perfume and we have 0 life, then we are yeah, you know what I mean, so we can't do anything. So this is also a great draw. We are at 10 Dawn and we get to draw a Tashigi. And check this out, we have a Tashigi and a Kobe. And these 2 cards, let me tell you, these 2 cards are so powerful against Toffee. See what I do here. So I play my Tashigi to KO his Boa. So play the Tashigi -4. Then before I KO it, I attach 1 Don to my leader to make him 7k leader, and also give a -1 to the Jimpy, so the 2 active characters. Then I KO Boa with Tashigi. Then I play Kobe and KO his Jimpy, and then we have a board clear here. And not only board clear, but I also get to get 1 card from his hand with Kobe. I'm now healthy at 1 card, 1 life I mean, and with a full field. So I take the last life, I can't do anything, he plays the Boa rested, of course, and now you need to now we need to play smart. So I was like, you have 2 cards and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So if you have 2Ks in your hand, I will take them gladly. And this is exactly what I do. I use my two Kobe's to get his 2Ks, because if he hits, for example, also a red rock, then he can also bottom deck one of my characters. So then now he has no cards. 5k with my leader, 7k with Tashigi, 9k, and then the rest with Sakazuki, and we win. So this was also a pretty intense match. And let me also find the last one. What was it then? I think it was yeah, exactly, it was a Nico Robin. So the last match for today, let's say Nico Robin in action. I choose to go second. I have a brand new here. I grab my Borsalino and I have, look, we play against Nico Robin and we have 3 blockers, which is, it feels nice. It feels so nice. So the first hit, of course, we counter that and we choose to counter that with Kobe because you want to have some blockers when you play against Robin. Then we attack for 5k. He takes, and we play our Borsalino. Easy. And pass. Pass the body here. Let's see. I don't quite remember. Okay, he attaches 2 dons, and he attacks me. Then of course we save it with Borsalino and counter that with Tsuru. So we don't lose Borsalino, we don't lose any life from bunnies, and we only lose Tsuru. And he plays DRCC event, so the second one. You can see here he has like 9 cards or 10 cards or something like that. We are now at 6 and we keep playing our blockers. Easy, right? Not only that, she does not have any characters, so that means for me, you know what? I will attack you also with my other Borsalino. So I attack first with my Borsalino, then I attack with my leader, and then I play my second Borsalino on the field. And pass to her. So she is now at 8 don. She buffs her leader, and I was like, okay, you know what? I was searching the cards that she drew. I wanted to see what she took before. So I sacrifice here one Borsalino because I have another one, and then she plays Sanji, -1 don, and then she attacks my other Borsalino, but I will defend this one because I also need some bodies on the field. So we are now at 8 on, and I was like, okay, you know what? It's time for our Moria, right? I attack with my Borsalino. I attack with my leader because I want to drain her out of cards, or she can give me her life, so I don't care. She's now at 2 life, we are still at 5 life, pretty healthy. Then we play our Moria, of course, into Borsalino, into Sengoku. Sengoku can't do anything because we have only one navy card, and I really don't want to throw this card away. But we are really healthy with 5 cards, so 5 life, I mean. We have a Sabo, we have a Borsalino, we counter here with Tsuru. The second one, okay, she may have this, and then this is what she does. She uses Hiyori to put something on his on her life, and I was like, dude, I have a Sabo. So next turn we can play our Sabo and we are safe. We're pretty safe. She can do whatever she wants. Yeah, I won't give her my Sengoku. So we draw another Gecko. We can do the same thing again. I play my Sabo. I keep my Gecko Moria because why not? And then I start hitting her. So of course this was a base and not a card that KO something, unfortunately for me. Then I attach everything to Branu. She has a Gam Giant, defend herself, and then again with Borsalino, and she takes. I was like, okay, you are really bricked, my friend. I think so. but we're okay. We are at 5 life, with blocker, with Moria, with another Moria in our hand, and she's at like 0 life. And I think, if I remember correctly, what she does here is she plays a Katakuri to get rid of our Gecko, but yeah, that's it for her, because we attach all of our dons in our Sabo, and of course she doesn't have the counter. Yeah, so this is it. This was it for today. This was the guide for Smoker. It's a pretty interesting deck, if you ask me, and it can also be a rogue deck in this meta, because it can perform really well against almost every deck and against the best decks of this format, which are, in my humble opinion, Tits and Doffy. Of course, I love Purple Luffy, but I think that Purple Luffy is like a little bit weaker than these two decks. But this guy can stand up to them. He can do that. So thank you all for watching. Drop a like. You can also comment what you liked in this video, what you like me to change in my videos, or you can just tell me what I'm doing good, what I'm doing wrong, or just drop a hi. Thank you all for watching, guys. Peace.